boss. It's the boy that's off. Let's step up. Let's get a drink.
Look, Captain. Where is Mr. Johnson now?
We've just moved him into the suite deluxe. He's just brushing up a bit.
Oh, I'm so glad I decided to take this ghost.
No, please, no more autographs. I hope the compliment you ordered, Mr. Johnson.
It's only 2 rooms in the bath. But if you have nothing better, it'll have to do.
Well, if there's anything else, just let me know.
There is one thing.
Yes?
I wonder if I could prevail on you to release Dr. Moon from the brig.
Oh, but Mr. Johnson, he's a dangerous character. He's already escaped from us twice, and he carries a machine gun.
But that was mine. He took it from me.
Did he try to reform you?
He damn near made it. Turn him loose, won't you, Captain? As a favor to me.
I'd have to have a quick talk with him first. He's a very strange sort of clergyman.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him in action.
Well, I'll head down to him right now. I'll elegantly say he's on the side of the moral upward, and there can be no objection.
How would you like to give us a little informal talk on jails I have known, Mr. Johnson? Why do they call you Snake Eyes, Mr. Johnson? Is it true that Japan does not dare attack America as long as you're alive?
Cut it out. What are you trying to pull?
Aren't you proud of yourself, Mr. Johnson?
You can call me Snake Eyes.
Billy, this goes beyond living amusingly.
I haven't had as much fun since I was a kid.
So you call it fun to pose as one of the worst criminals who ever lived.
It's not hurting anybody.
It's hurting my respect for you.
What about your respect for these damn fools that are making a hero out of me?
Billy, I never had any respect for them. But you can change it if you want to.
All right. I'll make them lay off this hero worship. I won't have anything more to do with it.
Do you mean it, Billy?
I promise.
Oh, Mr. Johnson, come on, we've been waiting for you.
You go ahead without me.
We can't, you have to have this
But I was just telling Miss Harcourt that...
A castle does not a honeymoon cottage make.
Evelyn?
Oh, there, folks. Have you seen the moon lately?
No, I haven't.
Well, you should take a look at it. It's most inspiring.
So I see you found your sea legs. Say, does that crack at my kids?
I'm sure she meant no offense.
You know, you're great stuff on deck with you. I bet you'd be hell in a taxi cab.
You know, tonight for the first time, I understand why people speak so highly of the moonlight.
You know, Evie, when we get back to England and have to separate, I'm afraid I'll be carrying the old torch.
Carrying the old torch? Oh, you've been hearing that nonsense about the London fogs.
No, Evie. That means I'll be miserable without...
Does it? Carrying the old torch? How interesting.
No, I would. I mean, would you want to get together?
Get together? You can become engaged? Married?
That could do for a beginning.
Well, I must admit, this comes as somewhat of a shock to me. I never pictured you as the one-man type.
Neither did I, until now.
But at least 20 men here must propose to you. Bankers and movie stars and big politicians.
And not one of them stirs my pulse. I like a man with class, dignity, and savoir-faire. It's getting late, and while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Why keep the brakes on? Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure on board of our
people. This isn't a lynching, is it?
Dr. Moody, Mr. Johnson has to tell us what you've been doing.
How much did he tell you?
Listen, Doctor, if you're going to reform me, you're going to take care of the service.
Which one? The Army or the Navy?
The religious service.
Who, me?
It's a cinch, Mooney. Just follow me.
If anything goes wrong, I'll be here.
Here are the ship's songbooks, Doctor.
Anyone open?
Wearing your hat, Doc.
Brethren and sisters, friends, relatives, members of the DAR, the PTA, and the WPA, we are gathered here today to reform Snake Eyes Johnson, who stands before me a repentant sinner. Hallelujah! Hey, that ain't bad. It was good enough for my father, and it's good enough for me. Right! Look at this poor sinner at war with his conscience, unable to find peace. And I asked you, do we want war? No! Do we want peace? No! Then what do we want? Pray! And yet we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot follow this man. It is rather, we should ask ourselves, if he who throws the first stone wants to live in a glass house. Right! For neither rain, nor storm, nor dark of night will deter these stone throwers from their appointed throwing grounds. Yeah! In other words, be kind to your friends, for one for them, you be a total stranger. As the late Warden Lucy Law said, there's no such thing as bad criminals, only bad parents. Yeah! As the late Warden said to me, you're only in for 1 to 5, keep your noses clean, and...
Wait a minute. Brothers and sisters, I heard the call. We are here to fight the devil. Yeah! And I'm going to lead the fight. Yeah! I want everyone to turn to his neighbor and say, bless you, brother. Bless you, sister. Bless you, brother. Bless you, sister. There's only one way to fight the devil, and that's in the open. Yeah! There's only one way, and that's to confess your sins. Yeah! Who'll be the first to speak out and say, I'm a sinner? Thank you, brother. Who's next? I'm a sinner. She's telling us. Now let's get down to cases. I want you to shout your sins right out into the meeting.
Hallelujah! Yahoo!
You heard before, Brother Moon. Urge them to unburden their souls.
Okay. Who's gonna squeal? Who's gonna give us the goods?
I'll confess. There was a time when I drank.
Sit down and give some real sinners a chance.
I'm just cursing. That's been my problem. She's not confessing. She's advertising. Come on, who'll give us a real confession? You can tell me. I know what sin is. I've been a sinner. Oh, I was a boy. Astray.
That's more like it. Can we hear from another like that? Two. Do I hear 3? Souls for the men with the bloodshot eyes.
May I say a word?
Speak up, brother.
I've never played this little game before, but I'm rather enjoying it. And I would like to add my bit. I'm afraid I can't compete with these gentlemen in a point of numbers, but I may add a bit of color. A long time ago, while I was visiting China, there was a little Chinese girl by the name of Plum Blossom, of whom I became very fond. Eventually, we had an unpremeditated romp in the race, and I enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
I was worried about you, brother, but I feel much better now.
Sir Evelyn, would you mind repeating what you just said?
Wait a minute, Mr. Johnson. It's your turn now. After all, this is you.
Yes, we know there have been a great many women in your life.
Go ahead, kid. You can talk these guys.
Yes, brother. Get right with yourself.
Speak up, Mr. Johnson. Your mom's correct.
Yes, Mr. Johnson. They want a confession. Why don't you give them a real one? This is your chance to tell them the truth. Please.
All right. If you want a confession, I'll give you a confession. But first of all, I want to tell you something. There's one confession I haven't heard tonight. I haven't heard anybody confess that he's ashamed to know public enemy number one. You're proud to know me. Proud to be on the same boat with me. You fight to shake my hand. And why? Because I'm a celebrity. What kind of celebrity? The biggest murderer in the world. Well, the joke's on you. And you, and you, and you. I'm not public enemy number one. I'm not Snake Eyes Johnson. I'm William C. Crocker, a broken down broker.
Mr. Bartlett, throw this imposter in the grave.
Billy!
You're under arrest.
What for?
You're on a first-class ticket and a passport.
Wait a second. If you girls want a real public enemy to idolize, I have to be Moon-Faced Martin, public enemy number 13.
You're going to the grave with them.
There's something wrong here. Bonnie! Bonnie!
That's the lesson, poisoners. Search your hearts. Sign off with Satan and tune into heaven. Where will you stand on the day of glory? Do you hear that flame? Do you hear that flame? Do you know who's playing? Who is that flame? Why, Gabriel, Gabriel playing, Gabriel, Gabriel.
time it is.
I have half past.
Half-past what?
I don't know, I lost a little hint. Wonder what day it is.
It's Friday. We're in port.
We are?
While you're there, take a good look at England. That's all you're going to see of it.
Oh, is that what that is? Looks like a dull day in Yonkers.
5 days in this terrible dump. It's a wonder I haven't gone out of my mind.
This ain't so bad. Have you ever been in jail in Cicero? I mean the new one. I mean the old one?
Will you cut out with the travel lectures, Doc?
I've been in one of the top blue scouts. Down in Fayetteville, Arkansas, they're the nicest little jail I ever saw.
Please, Doc.
I was just trying to keep your mind on something pleasant. I knew you were thinking about her.
It's all I've been thinking about. Day and night. I even dream about her. All through the night, I delight in your love. All through the night, you're so close to me. All through the night, from a height far above, you and your love bring me ecstasy. When dawn comes to waken me, you're never there at all. I know you've forsaken me till the shadows fall, and then once again will I know I was right, staying close to you all the night.
The day's my enemy, the night my friend. For I'm always so alone till the day draws to an end. But when the sun goes down and the moon comes through, to the monotone of evening's drone, I'm all alone with you. All through the night, I delight in your love. All through the night, you're so close to me. All through the night, from a height far
Everything will be all right. Just you wait and see.
5 days, and not even a note from her. I know something's happened to her. They've locked her in a room, or she's sick, or something.
She's all right. You'll hear from her.
She's landing today. She may even be off ship by now. Though married to that Englishman, well, they're sending me back to America. I'll never see her again.
Yes, you will. It can't give you more than 10 years.
You're a great help.
I'm sorry, I'm upset. I was just trying to cheer you up. You know, I did want to work from 13 before I got the hot squad. After getting on that New York rap and not that job in Chicago, the boys tell me the chair at Sing Sing is a little wider than the one at Juliet. And I'm getting kind of heavy in here.
Stop it, Doug. You're breaking my heart.
Maybe we're looking too much on the dark side. Let's try to find a silver lining. Remember, it's always darkest, just before they turn on the lights. There's an old Australian English song that Melba used to sing. A song that always cheered me when I was blue. Even Melba said that for song was a hell of a song to sing. So be quiet whilst I render it for you. When your instincts tells you that disaster is approaching you faster and faster, then be like the bluebird and sing. La 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 la. When you know you're headed for the jailer, don't allow the old face to grow paler, but be like the bluebird and sing, tweet, tweet, la 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 la. Be like the bluebird who never is blue, 'cause he knows from his upbringing what singing can do. And though by other birdies in the foul steep may be told that his efforts are perfectly lousy, he sings on and on till his troubles are through. Tweet, tweet, tra-la, la-la, la-la.
Doc, I feel better. I think.
Look, the boat's turned over.
It's Bonnie.
I thought we were back. I got a sailor friend who holds me by the thing. They won't let me come to you.
What are they going to do with us?
They ain't gonna let you out. Is there anything I can do for you?
Bonnie, have you seen Miss Harcourt? Is she all right?
Sure, I've seen her. She walks the deck all the time, all by herself.
But has she gotten off yet?
Nobody's off yet.
Bonnie, I've got to talk to her.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can convince my sailor friend to hold her down to the window, too.
Do you think you can get her down here?
Sure.
Hey, honey, could you send down some cigarettes?
Yeah, sure. Hey there. Going up?
Come on, get in there. Inside.
Hey, there ain't enough room for four here.
They'll only be in here for a couple of hours. Those two clean out the whole third class in cracking.
I see you boys have pre-rolled my dice. Welcome, friends.
Hope, darling, are you all right?
I'm okay. But you, how are they treating you?
Oh, it's fine here. It's swell. It's just that they wouldn't let me up to sea.
What are they gonna do with you?
They're sending me back to America. I don't have a ticket or passport, but I'll be back on the first boat to England.
No, Billy, don't come back to England.
Oh, you can't marry England. You're not with me.
That's what I came to tell you. Mother has insisted we get married now. She's gotten the captain to agree to perform the ceremony on board.
What am I supposed to say? Thanks. It's been swell. See you around.
I don't know. When dawn comes to waking up, I'll sadly say goodbye.
To dreams we awaken us, and the moon is gone.
And then once again,
Hope. Doc, she loves me.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, I've got to figure out some way to get on deck and stop that marriage.
But how are we going to get out of here?
They're getting out in a couple of hours. Would you gentlemen mind standing? Mine fits. Try yours.
The coat's all right. I'm afraid the pants will choke me a bit. I've got an idea. Do you boys want to play some poker?
No money.
Oh, no need money. This is strip poker. You bet something you're wearing. Now the idea of the game is to get 2 cards down so that nobody can see what they are. Everything's fine here, thank you. You're right, Billy. What do you bet?
I bet my coat.
Do you say coat?
I say coat.
Do you say coat?
I say coat.
We all say coat. We continue dealing. The idea of the game is to get 2 of a kind per pair, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. You're hot. What do you bet?
Oh, I bet pants.
Do you call pants?
I call pants.
Do you call pants?
I call pants.
We all call pants. Call no pants! Call no pants! Call no pants!
That's it, honey. The land of kings, queens, and knights. Oh, those English nights. Wasn't anything like New York?
Baby, there ain't nothing like New York.
New York. The more I travel across the gravel, the more I sail the sea, the more I feel convinced of the fact New York's a town for free.
Its crazy skyline is right in my life, and when I'm far away, I'm able to bear it for several hours, and then I break down and say,
Take me back to Manhattan. Take me back to New York. I just long to see once more my little home on the 100th floor. Can you
Might I see you for a moment?
Play it part time, you could be forever.
I'm afraid not. It could have been before.
Before?
Yes, you see, I'm married shortly.
Not to hope.
Great sir.
But I thought she and Billy were.
I thought so too. I must admit I was rather upset by it all at first. And I met you. And I wasn't upset the least. It seemed so provident somehow. Hope and Billy, you and I.
And now?
It appears I was mistaken. Hope doesn't love Billy. She loves me.
How do you know?
Well, the other day, Paul informed me that Hope wants me to be married.
She's crazy.
I have no choice but to carry out my obligation.
Jilted.
I can't do that. I'm committed. It would scarcely be the gentlemanly thing to do.
To hell with being a gentleman, Evie. I want you.
But I would despise myself. And you couldn't respect me either.
Respect has never kept a girl warm on a cold night. Look, you do love me, don't you? I'd like to know before I go ahead and make the wrong decision.
Yes, I'm afraid I do have hot pants for you.
Not exactly the same thing, but it'll do. When the captain says, speak now or forever hold your peace, you may be hearing a very familiar voice.
Reno.
That's the name that goes with the familiar voice. Oh!
Will I ever see you again?
Sooner than you think. Evelyn, there you are. I've been oh, stop it. Are you sure you can manage the ceremony?
It's my first go-to wedding, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I've had quite a bit of experience with funerals.
Evelyn, are you ready?
I suppose so, Mother.
Then I'll fetch a lunch and fries you may begin. Don't you run away now.
Certainly, if you would.
Oh, I'm afraid you come in reference to my Hong Kong interest. You've chosen a bad time. I'm about to be married.
So sorry, no can marry today.
No, no marry.
Why do you even know married?
If already with all friend of face who hold a moving tongue. I talk. I tell all I gonna tell you.
I say, what is this? What's going on here?
It would seem that they're trying to forbid your marriage.
It's an excellent idea. But what?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I have honor to introduce Wu Chang-moon. Is the father of little Plum Blossom.
Plum Blossom?
And who is Plum Blossom?
Yes. Who is Plum Blossom?
This is Plum Blossom. Little Chinese Cinderella until Sir Everett turned her into little Chinese tramp.
What's that?
Sir Everett, he take Plum Blossom to rice paddy and bring back Plum Tart.
Is this true, Evelyn?
I'm afraid it's just the old ugly curiosity, dear.
Evelyn is so swallowed.
So sorry, those so swallows in China, so we are friends. All the same, no good. Pretty soon, by and by, along come little orange blossom.
Under the given circumstances, I can't see how I could possibly marry Miss Hawthorne.
Nonsense, Evelyn. All you want is money.
Money! Money!
See, you chaps, I'll give you £1,000 to clear out.
Pounds of what?
That's money, $5,000.
We'll take it.
Do not insult us with offer of filthy money.
I'll make it 2,000.
Rich man cannot buy Chinese honor.
I'll make it 5,000.
Chinese are soul. English ready speak to me?
You are a relative of little Slump Blossom.
Oh, yes. Very close relative.
Then the only way for you to settle this debt of honor is for you to offer him peace.
Mom, son.
Oh, no!
Offer accepted. Chinese are the same.
What about the 5,000?
Congratulations, old boy. You're getting yourself quite a girl.
Why not English gentlemen? Right from done to, Bro Blossom.
Join the club, kiddo.
Join the club. Slump Blossom.
Oh, I see.
Oh, God, Mrs. Slump Blossom. Reno, will you marry me?
I thought you'd never ask, sweetie.
Tell the captain for me he runs a very loose ship.
What?
Billy, is that you?
How was the trip?
It was terrible. I lost my glasses. I've been blind for 5 days.
Sorry, Bird.
What about the amalgamation?
You didn't want to get involved in that. I just flew over to tell you I landed 2 new accounts. The Oakley interests and the Harcourt account. As a matter of fact, this is Mrs. Harcourt. Elijah Jane Whitney, you know, Wall Street.
You say Wall Street, Mr. Whitney?
Madam, I attempt to do a little drink.
Sir, liquor has never touched my lips.
You know, shortcut.
Since you'll be too ready, may I offer you the courtesy of the ship on your return voyage while you're honeymoon. You may join Dr. Moon, who I must unfortunately turn over to the authorities.
Look, Captain, you got a radiogram from Washington. Read it yourself.
Moon-faced mark, not wanted. Entirely harmless. Wouldn't hurt a flea.
Let me see that. I've never been so soft in my life. It's un-American.
Well, Reno, shall we practice misbehaving?
You bet your sweet ascot.
As Confucius say, wilding sole tau.
That means what I think it does. The answer is yes. Where did you say you're staying in London, Mr. Whitney?
My dear, wherever you are.
Well, Doctor,
Don't move, shoot! Funny, funny.
What is it, Mooney?
I'm not even public enemy number 13 anymore.
That doesn't matter, Mooney. You're the top.
You're the Colosseum.
You're the top.
You're a melody from a symphony by Strauss.
Shakespeare sonnet
And the one on a great romance ride of that mountain wax when you come home. And we go. Anything, anything, anything. Go.